Well, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. And of course, we're going to inaugurate a new live stream. Inaugurate, however you say it, by covering a sponsored video. That's right. Somebody paid me $50 to look at the financial statements of this Japanese stock, bro. It's a Japanese stock, bro. It's from Japan, bro. And it's not a US stock, bro. So apparently there's this thing called Hello Kitty, and I've heard of it. I admit it. I've heard of Hello Kitty before. And apparently you can invest in Hello Kitty because it's owned by a Japanese company that's publicly traded. And we're going to go look at the financial statements. Food Lion flavored water. Delicious. Anyway, why do I say Japanese stocks, bro? Because they went up a lot recently, so they're probably popular now on YouTube. Anyway, here's the stock. Sanrio Company Limited. Trades on the over-the-counter markets, ticker symbol SNROF. Now, foreign stocks can be a pain in the butt to invest in, or at least do analysis on, because number one, they're usually done according to the international accounting standards, which are annoying and make no freaking sense. And I'm not learning them. I'm sorry. And number two, they have there's just all sorts of weirdness looking at international stocks. And a lot of the data, you got to convert from currency and blah, 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 blah. And this may sound hypocritical because I buy VT. And you can shove it up your butt because I buy at market cap weights. I don't pick individual stocks overseas. Well, except for a couple Chinese stocks, but we're not going to talk about that. But we're going to talk about Sanrio because I was paid to do it. Oh, so rich now. So here's the stock performance over time. Okay, you can see that it went up a lot in the early 2010s, and then it went down a lot. And now recently it's gone up a lot again. The past 5 years, it's up 137%. That's a decent return. Pretty sure that's outperformed the S&P 500, which is impossible, bro. It's not a US stock, bro. But it's done pretty well in the last 5 years. But does that mean it's going to do well in the future? I don't know. Now, if you're a YouTube clown, you'll look at that and you'll say, well, it went up, so it's going to keep going up. And I'm smart. Yeah, but that's not how it works. So let's look into Sanrio a little bit more. So like I said, I've heard, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. There we go. So like I said, I've heard of Hello Kitty. It doesn't appeal to me. My children are too young to be into this crap. And if my son ever wanted a Hello Kitty, I would literally break his toes. I'm just kidding. But my kids are too young for this crap. And I don't care about it. So let's go ahead and see some of the stuff. So they have some collabs here. They collab with Crocs. What do they collab with Crocs about? They got Hello Kitties on the Crocs. Oh my God, this website sucks. Don't buy the stock. Look at these shoes. Hello Kitty Crocs adult, $70. What a piece of garbage. Okay, so they got some collabs going on. Let's see. Let's look at some of the characters here. Now, the guy that wanted me to make this video is big into Kuromi. Who's Kuromi? Kuromi is a tomboy, but behind her tough appearance, she's actually a very girly. She enjoys writing in her diary and reading romance novels. Oh, that's so cute. So here's Kuromi. Oh my God! 30-inch, like my you-know-what, $356. You gonna buy this, bro? You gonna buy me Kuromi? A pin, $13. Okay, so basically they sell overpriced junk. And, I guess if you like Hello Kitty, then... Yeah, I mean, this is like one of those cultural things. Like, I don't know if Hello Kitty is going to be popular in the future. You're just guessing, But people like it. I mean, I've even heard of it. That's the funny thing. What else do they have on here? Little twin stars. What is this? Oh my God, that's so cute. Kiki and Lala are two twin stars born on a Millionaire star in the Yume star cloud. This makes total sense. They traveled a long way to Earth to annoy me to learn how to be the best, shiniest stars they can be. Okay. So this is a company. Basically, you just buy overpriced crap for a bunch of cartoon Japanese characters. So I pulled up the company profile. So the company is Sanrio Company Limited. It was established on August 10th, 1960. I wonder if they made Hello Kitty back in 1960. I doubt it. Capital, I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's just capital. 10 billion yen. Maybe that's their cash on hand. I don't know. Consolidated net sales, 52 billion yen. Oh, that's in foreign currency, so I have no context there, but it seems like a lot. Their fiscal year is, of course, not a normal fiscal year. You could have a calendar year or a fiscal year, but their fiscal year is April to March. 630 employees, and they do a bunch of crap, okay? They got a bunch of subsidiaries, and they operate internationally. Cool. So the guy sent me this, okay? This is like a Charles Schwab report on the company. This doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, they give you some metrics here. When was this report? As of 3/15/2024, so a month ago. So trailing PE of 39. That's irrelevant because sales could be growing fast. PE forecast, forward PE is 34. Price to sales is 7.6. Price to book is 9. So it's on the pricier end, okay? But we see some decent growth here. So 1 year sales have grown 41%, 3 year sales 9%, 1 year EPS growth 147%. And they have dividends. Oh my God, dividend growth. So they grew earnings, sales, and the dividend pretty significantly over the past year. I don't know if that's a one-off thing or what happened there, but doing pretty well. Financial metrics, gross margin 70%. Yeah, I can see why. They're charging freaking, where's that stupid thing at? I can see why they have a high gross margin. Basically, they $356 for this. Oh, I love people. God bless America. God bless the world. Net margin 18%. Okay, they got some pretty high margins, pretty decent margins. But we'll go look at the financial statements. The rest of this, okay, we could see. Yeah, in the last 2 quarters, they've had a pretty decent spike in revenue. Let's see. Oh, here's the annual revenue. Wow, look at that. So 2020, they had 55 billion yen of revenue. Huge drop in 2021, probably because of you know what. And then they've had a massive recovery. 2023, their revenue was 72 billion yen. That's pretty impressive. They've definitely grown their revenue. Earnings, they became profitable in 2022. And they've had consistent, oh, wow. Yeah, starting in 2024, they really started growing their profits. Interesting. They have a dividend. They suspended it in 2021. I guess that makes sense. But their dividend has been reinstated. Okay, it's a decent amount higher than it was in 2020. But the dividend growth is because they cut it in 2021, and then they reinstated it in 2022, and then they really basically doubled it in 2023. Okay. Hello Kitty stock. Fascinating. Let's see. So let's look at some of the financial information. See, like, this hurts my head. What is this? Okay. Anyway, I think the reason we see these big growth in sales numbers, like you see the 9 months ended December 31st, 2023, they had 40%. I guess that's growth year over year. I think that's just because it's from the low point. They had some struggles in 2021, and they're now rebounding from that struggle that they had. So you see these huge increases in profits, but that could just be because they're recovering from that down period. You know, you see 101% increase margins. That's just because they had a bad year in 2021. Okay. Let's go look at the financial statements. During the first 9 months of the fiscal year, the Japanese economy continued to recover as economic activities normalized, and the number of foreign tourists increased following the reclassification of you-know-what as a Category 5 infection. The outlook remains uncertain due to Europe, conflicts in Europe, tensions in the Middle East, and, I don't know, the next flu that comes out. In addition, Hello Kitty celebrates its 50. Hello Kitty is 50 years old. Oh my God. What a clown show. Okay. Okay, yeah. So basically their sales are massively increasing because there are a bunch of parks were shut down in 2020, 2021. So nobody was shopping, going to Japan. Nobody was buying this garbage. And then now that everything's reopening again, their sales are recovering. The membership of Sanrio Plus, they have an app for Sanrio fan members reached 1.7 million. They have an app. What do you do on the app? You have like a Hello Kitty you raise, like a what was that stupid pocket thing that you had when we were kids? Tamagotchi. I would let my Hello Kitty starve. I would just let it die. All right, let's see sales growth. So yeah, so they have operations in Japan. That's basically a huge portion of all their sales is Japan. Okay, they have huge increases in product sales, royalties. Total increase of sales is 35% year over year. Yeah, they're recovering from a low. Look at Europe. There's like nothing in Europe. I guess the Europeans don't like Japanese stuff, bro. That's very bigoted. North America, yeah, Japan's really the big dog here. I mean, they make a lot of royalties, it looks like, in North America. But the lion's share of everything is basically Japan. So, okay. Yeah, Japan's revenues out of all the international revenues are 70% of all revenues. So it's basically a Japanese company, but they got some foreign subsidiaries. And they're definitely showing some decent growth internationally. And I guess if you're a dork and you want to be Hello Kitty, then you can do that. Okay, let's see. No. Let's go look at the balance sheet. Sanrio Puro Land in Tokyo. They have like dedicated parks. What is Puro Land? How do they pick these names, dude? Okay. Yeah, let's go look at the financial statements. Okay, what do we got here? It's freaking international crap. So they got 98 billion. Am I stupid here? No, millions, trillion. That's got to be 98 million. Wow. They have a lot of cash. We're just going to call it 98,000. So they got 98,000 of cash. They have 121,000 of total current assets. Their debts, current liabilities are 30. Okay, yeah, they got their cash. Their cash position is fine relative to their debts. Let's see. Do they have any crazy long-term debt here? They have total long-term debt of 52 million. A big portion of that is convertible bonds and long-term borrowings. Their long-term assets are not that significant. Let's see. Yeah, so they have some long-term debt, but it's not like crazy relative to their total tangible assets. I mean, overall, they have such a huge amount of cash on the balance sheet and accounts receivable. I'm not worried about this company's balance sheet. It seems pretty solid overall, but they do have some. Looks like they did some kind of acquisition and they packed on some debt recently. So hopefully that acquisition works out for them. Okay, let's see. Oh, they have the equity section. Capital. Yeah, they're not really doing buybacks. Yeah. When you see treasury stock, that means they're doing buybacks. But you can see year over year that it really didn't buy back that much. Let's see. Foreign currency translation adjustments. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the balance sheet's fine. I'm not concerned about that. Let's see. Sales are up massively. That's the recovery. Cost of sales. They have very high gross profits. Selling and admin. Did that grow faster than sales? Let's see. 3540 divided by 25,055 grew 22%. So no, their selling admin only grew 22%. That's why their profit doubled. Interest income doubled. Let's see. Dividend income went down. Uh-oh. Gain on investments in partnership. Yeah, I mean, it's a very profitable company. They got very high gross margins. And I guess there's always going to be more dorks and virgins out there. So I guess this company's fine. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's see. This thing's just hard to read. Okay, the board of directors concerning. I mean, I don't know anymore. I didn't know what to think about. Like, I don't understand this culture. I don't understand the Hello Kitty market Is this really like that big of a deal? Is it that popular in Japan? And how much growth are you going to have in Japan? I mean, 70% of the revenue comes from Japan. And basically another chunk comes from the United States. Like, I mean, I guess if Hello Kitty becomes super popular in America, maybe that'll really, propel this company. All this other garbage that they sell. Kurumi. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right, let's do some comments. That was this one. Don't invest in Japanese stocks. Their men are not motivated to work hard because their women cheat so much. That's brutal. That's a brutal life. Japanese stocks, bro. Where do you get these stock recommendations? So people email me. If you pay me $50, I'll make a video on anything you want. Anything you want. And this guy wanted me to cover Kuromoy. Or not Kuromoy. I'm a clown. Sanrio. Is it the future? It will exist in the near future. And actually, Hello Kitty's been around for 50 years, apparently. So who knows? This thing could be around in, by the time I'm dead. You don't have Japanese. I'm trying, man, but, they don't like me. They're discriminatory. Did VT have tattooed chef? I think it is. I don't think it did. I really don't think it did. I hope he does. I buy everything on Temu now because I'm a cheap Chinese sellout. Triggered. You should have your citizen stripped from you, you piece of trash. I love how everybody's like, I buy American made. The vast majority of crap that you buy is probably made in China. It's just hilarious. I'm a patriot. I only buy U.S. made, bro. And then they go to Walmart and they buy Chinese made stuff. Yeah, America. Did you serve? No. I would have punched the drill sergeant. Greetings and salutations. This is a Japanese version of Beanie Babies, overpriced. Oh, dude, it's a scam. My children are not buying that crap. Is it true Jay Nagy was captured by the elites and is being forced to have inappropriate... I talked to Jay Nagy, I think, today or yesterday, so I think he's okay. Okay, maybe he hasn't told me everything that's happened. Is this the 10x? I mean, hey, if you think Hello Kitty is going to be the next thing, man, I mean, this is the stock for you. 1,000x. You got to sign up for. You got to sign up for Jeremy's thing to know 1,000x stocks. I was gonna buy more VT, but Kevin has a new AI, my hot guy in crypto. Does he really? I mean, I'm not surprised by that at all. So this is what you do on. I needed to get these videos done, man. People paid me for this. How many books on stocks have you read? Also, what is the best book on stocks? You are the best. I mean, I've read like couple dozen. You don't really, if you're an index fund investor, you don't really have to read that many books. You don't have to read any books, to be honest. I've read some of the classics. Like my hair. It's pretty wild, isn't it? My favorite book is Stop Being a Broke Loser. That's the book's title. And you know who wrote that? Me. It's on Amazon. Go buy my book. Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's pretty good. You'll like it. Jeremy's going to buy it because he saw a Hello Kitty. He probably would. My son likes it, so it's going to go to the moon. The U.S. can print money indefinitely. Buy gold, bro. Let's see. Can't wait for you to pound. It's gonna happen. I got to get through these paid videos first, though. I got clients. You probably, I doubt this is in VT. I would be surprised if this thing was in VT, to be perfectly honest. Hi, Sean. What do you think about? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh my God. Oh no. Tesla's effed. Fall a lot. It's Tesla, bro. Buy the dip, bro. It's gonna vertical line soon, bro. Yeah, Toyota's in VT, 100%. What do you think about the idea of copying the investment? No, don't ever copy people. No, never. Except for me when I buy VT. Anyway, that's it. I got another video to make. That's it's a very profitable company, and they've had some impressive growth recently, but I think a lot of that is just from recovering from the whole lockdown scenario. So, but I don't think that company's going bankrupt. They got a very solid balance sheet. Very profitable. It's all about whether you think Hello Kitty is the thing in the future, and if you think the market is underpricing how much Hello Kitty is going to be popular. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, guys, that's it. Cheers.